Well, now, everybody, I am your host, Lambo Drew, and you are now tuned in to another edition of the Leverage Show, man, for Finance Fridays Live. You already know, man, your boy is back in the saddle, man, and we getting down to it, man. We getting ready to go in, man, today, man. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. Truly thank each and every single one of y'all. Y'all know what time it is, man, when we actually come for this Finance Friday Live. We just always like to be able to bring y'all some value, come talk with y'all a little bit, man, for your lunch break, for those who are out there on your lunch breaks, man, and are really tapping into what we are really doing on this broadcast. You guys missed last night. I really got to say this to you, man. You guys missed last night. You missed a really good one last night. One last night, man, with me and Coach Rashid, man. Full of Lambo Bell, man. You already know, man. He did his thing, especially us, man, of really being able to sit down and talk for 4 hours, man. For 4 hours, man. Shout out to Coach, man, for doing that and really being able to bring his energy, match his effort, match what he says and what he's doing out here in this space, man. We truly thank him for that, man. We thank his community. We thank everybody, man, that tapped in. And a lot of people caught the rebroadcast and all of that other good stuff, man. We are so thankful for you for that, man. I'm trying to tell you this right now. I can tell a lot of people, man, who are in this space, who are really trying to go ahead and make some moves and get to this next level with a lot of things that we're doing. We can talk to them about a lot of different things that they're doing. No disrespect, man, whatever space that you're in. But we're in here to help you get to the next level by any means necessary, right? And I'm telling you this right now, man. Last night's show, from start to finish, was by any means necessary, man. And allowing people to get back into this thing, man, and be able to talk about some of the things, man. Man, we got a lot to talk about, man. I mean, this morning of the stuff that has been hitting this week and stuff that has been transpiring this week, a lot of stuff to get into, man. And I'm telling you this right now, man. You guys want to be tapped in, man. But Coach poured his heart out yesterday. Shout out to Coach Rashid, man. Just being an amazing person, amazing individual, really being able to help level people up to this next level. And then what Coach was actually doing out there was just simply amazing, man. I'm not even going to lie to you. It took us about an hour to even get on. Like I already told each and every single one of y'all, make sure you guys are packing your popcorn. Pack your popcorn, man. Because this right here, I'm keeping it 100 with you, right? You want to make sure that you're packing your popcorn and packing it right, man, when Coach Rashid comes out there and definitely, comes on the broadcast with Lambo, blesses the stage, and really being in the presence of mind. Most people, man, this is the God honest truth, they get into a space where they are unfamiliar, or they might have got into a space where things didn't go right. You understand? And when you get into that space when things didn't go as you planned it to go, right? And we getting ready to talk about some of these rug pulls this weekend. One of the biggest one that just happened this morning that a lot of people are shocked about, Bass Associates. Bass Associates, which is now Success Winners, has now went on here and officially they're pulling the rug. They stopped withdrawals and they're shifting things to go down to 0.8%. No one seen Bass Associates coming with the rug pull. We did with our signs. Once you start chopping down the withdrawal days, changing the withdrawal days, and now they're going to a 0.8% a day. 0.8% a day. They did my dog Vaughn dirty, man, with Bass Associates, man. So we don't want to even get started with that. And we should have kind of known, man, something was going to be really available. And then the email came out this morning and stuff like that, after us really looking over some things. And a lot of people jumped on Bass Associates. It seemed solid. Seemed like the company had been registered. They even jumped on my guy Unlimited Freedom for doing a video and stuff like that about it, and then turned around and refunded his money back. You understand? And Bass Associates literally is trying to exit stage left as of this morning. This is hot off the press, man. Hot off the press. So if you were in Bass Associates, BASS, not Boss, BASS Associates, or Success Winners, you may have a problem when everybody said, oh yeah, we're switching to Friday withdrawals. Then you get an email this morning stating that they're going to lower the percentage per day that they were actually getting ready to charge you out and allowing people to earn off of their investment and earn, off of their investment and principal that they put in. You're no longer getting ready to be able to earn off of that with Bass and Associates. And I hate to say this was probably one of the quickest, well put together plays that look legal with everything else that they were putting in front of them that has exited stage left. Straight up. Bass Associates was one of those plays where you talked about it a month ago or two, was literally looking like we're getting ready to be here for some time, right? Shout out to my guy, Tony, man, Diapolo, man, who turned around and he turned a lot of us on. I had a good friend told me about it a few months back, man, when AMSIS was going on, and he was in it. And then all of a sudden, it's like they got enough volume with Bass and Associates, a website change, and now all of a sudden they're getting ready to exit stage left. That is not how you're going ahead and in. But can I tell you this? In this space, we already know, right? When companies are starting to exit stage left, it all starts around a hunt for red October. You can look at it. When October gets here, it looks like October just does this. And then everything after that, October, November, December, January, starts going downhill. Straight up. I can honestly tell you what I know. A lot of these platforms start exiting, especially around the holidays. So when we got the news yesterday and Quopia AI, turns around and it's exit stage left. And now all of a sudden you see Bass Associate sends a message out and Bass Associates is exiting stage left. And people are like, I just put money in to Bass Associates. It seemed solid. I told you I had a guy contact me over the summer, and we were in another one called AMSIS. Lambo's going to talk about it, which is crypto program. And I said, you know what? I'm going to pass on Bass Associates. At the time being, I'm going to just, I'll just focus on AMSIS. Then AMSIS, right after that wonderful meeting down in Atlanta, AMSIS starts to act crazy. And then the next meeting, I hate to say it, we are all on high alert that there was a double deposit. Y'all check your wallets for a double deposit. And all of us are looking like, hey, we got a double deposit going on and all of this other stuff. All right, cool. In this crypto world, we all understand anytime when somebody says that there was more money sent to a wallet, this program is getting ready to exit stage left. Straight up. Oh, and then they came back with, well, I'm just gonna tell you this. It's the true facts. They came with the, oh my goodness, let's go ahead and let's tell them that we've got this going on so that we can withdraw the time and that we're gonna pause the program from 90 to 120. All right, whatever you guys got to do, pause the program. AMSIS program was paused. It looks like AMSIS is making a return. It'll be one of the few programs, if AMSIS returns like they said it would return, and then go the distance. Let's just not say that. Because in this space, we have seen programs exit stage left and then turn around and then come back. And you've seen it with some of the other programs that you guys have been in. Come back, exit stage left, and then begin to start paying only but for a certain time. Can I say this to y'all right now? It's hard. That's like, and this is Lambo just talking with y'all. Can I just talk with y'all this morning? I see y'all in the comments. Shout out to each and every single one of y'all. I'm going to get to y'all in a minute and stuff like that. But that's hard when AMSIS has exited stage left. And we have people who have, lost a lot. They started losing possessions and everything else and houses. And some people, unfortunately, even lost their lives because of this. And then we turn around and now we're bringing it back to the fold, right? Where AMSIS is coming back. Can I say something to y'all? AMSIS coming back for the longevity would help so many people out. It really would. I'm really not gonna be going on ahead, man, and kind of go against the grain with this. I want it to come back so it can help some people out, because people strategized their whole vision board and their whole financial strategies around AMSIS. Straight up. One of the most solid plays that was out. Shout out, man, to Ed and what he was doing. And as he said, he just was a master affiliate, but bringing that to the attention of so many people. If this thing can continue, a lot of people would love this thing to continue and start back up. I'm giving it to you right now, and this is the God honest truth. For the people in the back who've been saying, could AMSIS come back? Could AMSIS really be reborn and do this thing again? From what we've seen from last week and seeing the back office, it looks like it's coming back. It remains to be seen, though, because again, AMSIS coming back, as I was getting ready to say before, it's like you being in love with a love of your life. And then all of a sudden, they leave you the infamous Dear John letter. And anybody knows when you get that Dear John letter and it's sitting out there on that couch or on your bedside or left on the bed or take to the front door or on the refrigerator, when you get that Dear John letter, oh man, it's definitely a heartbreak that's getting ready to happen. And that has happened. AMSIS was the Dear John letter for a lot of people in their relationships in their lives. And what do you do when you become infatuated with the person? You become infatuated with how they move and how they dress and how they carry themselves, and infatuated of your time of being around them and the things that they said. And you're watching people. Listen, I'm telling you, you're watching people watch you shine because you love to see this person on your side and how this person makes you feel. That's the exact same way AMSIS was. Straight up. You got into that chat, you got into that Facebook group, you've seen so much stuff. You're like, oh my gosh, I feel inspired, I feel motivated, I feel ready to go. I'm gung-ho about this one. We're excited. You shared it with everybody. And I'm telling you this right now. The Dear John letter showed up in the middle of August and then said, hey, the infamous, it's not you, it's me. When you hear that line, it's not you, it's me. Boy, that right there brings the biggest and most strongest people down to their knees. It's not you, it's me. And that's the infamous line of, hey, I need to get separation. And AMSIS was that. It separated a lot of people. It separated of, oh my gosh, I was building this dream. Some people were ready to retire. They had really turned around and began to, and this is Lambo talking with y'all. It's okay, y'all just sit tight for a minute. They had really built the dream up that I can travel. I can have the financial freedom. I can do some amazing things. For a lot of leaders out there, they love AMSIS coming back because you know the amount of money that people made from AMSIS on both sides of this. I'm being real with y'all. Y'all want me to talk about it because there's not many programs that you can get in front of and they're going to talk how Lambo is talking to y'all today on this Finance Fridays Live. There's not many people who's going to do it. I'm telling you, you can search all over And you're going to hear people say little certain things about it, but people are not going to go into depth what Lambo is talking to y'all about. I'm keeping it 100. Y'all on the Leverage Show. Y'all know how we don't go ahead and we don't hold back nothing on here. That program would bless so many people if it comes back. For those who really believe it, we believe in the vision. We believe in what was spoken back over the summer. We believe in the process that it was going. And I'm telling you what, it will help out so many leaders as well, not just you guys, but so many leaders who were making countless of money off of AMSIS because it was allowing them to help support their vision as well. So not just the people who got involved, AMSIS had so many different effects to this thing where you were able as a leader and as a person who promoted it, got AMSIS out, and you were referring and you were a big affiliate and sharing your link, you were able to make a nice substantial amount of money with AMSIS. I'm not going to lie to you. This is straight up. I've seen people when AMSIS went down, top influencers disappear. Like disappeared, straight up. You want it? They took a break. They was like, you know what, Lambo? I got to take a break from this. This one was the Dear John letter of the love of my life that I was infatuated with. All of a sudden goes ahead and walks out the front door. And when you see it walk out the front door like that, you're like, you've got to be kidding me. Novatech walking out the front door was a blow. Funds walking out the front door. I'm giving y'all stuff this year. We ain't got to go last year and the year before. I'm giving you stuff this year. Funds walking out the front door was a blow. So when you see Bass Associates this morning issue out their email statement and issue out that they are stopping withdrawals, now Bass Associates, now Success Winners, it doesn't strike you or hit you as hard because you've been hit by some of the biggest programs that have exited stage left. A lot of people who were in Traders Domain, Crown Global, some of these other big ones, FX Winning, FX Master Gold. There's been a lot of programs this year. When you look back over, you're like, oh my God, Lambo, you're right. You're 100% right. There's been a lot of love of my life exiting out stage left. I have to get you into the state of what the conversation with last night with me and Coach Rashid went to and the direction that it went into. It went into the direction of full honesty, of full integrity, of a full strategy, and being able to help guide you past the biggest hurts or the hurdles of your life. So when you see Quopi AI go down, and it's been going down for over a year, you're like, oh my gosh, Quopi just went down. That was my last solid play. I need you to ask yourself this. How many loves of your life have you seen walked off the dance floor and left you dancing alone? It's tough. It's tough. Let me tell you something. Not just that it's tough, it sucks. But if you listen to anything last night between that 4-hour interview between me and Coach, and I get it. There's some people, man, they're like, Lambo, man, you were 100%, and I got the messages, I got the text messages, I got the emails, I got the inboxes of hearing you when you say, Lambo said, dude, some of us were gambling with the idea, right, of our cash flow and gambling to crypto. And we were hoping that our cash flow, that's what you do, your 9 to 5, your business, and everything else that you have with making cash flow money come into your hands and then investing in it and gambling in it to crypto. Remember, when you put it to crypto, now you're at the casino table. And as my guy Sean Hill says all the time, there's no crying at the casino table. So when you sit down at that casino table, you have to be willing to pull up your pants, your big boy pants and your big girl pants, and say, you know what? Whatever happens at this table, wherever the dice roll, I gotta play it. I gotta let it lay. And as hard as it is for Lambeau to tell some people about this, as hard as it was last night for Coach to tell some people about this, the strategy, the method, the mindset, and how you play the game when it comes to building wealth is still the same no matter what platform that you're in. We're here to help guide you into a more healthier way of investing. And some people literally went to the casino straight up, playing with the last, hoping to get the lifestyle that everybody else has been living. Yes, it's going to take a risk. Listen, I'm telling you this right now. It's going to take you a risk. Sometimes you may have to go down to your very last red cent to get what you got to get. But if I had a coach in front of my face, like me and Coach Rashid, who's proven success, who has proven methods, who has proven to get people from point A, point B, point C, all the way to the journey of wherever they're trying to be at in life, I would hang on to every word that they're doing by dear life. I would hang on to every word that they're doing. Because if you listened last night, and for those, if you missed it, please go back and catch the replay from last night. I'm telling you, it was 4 hours. The first hour, okay, Lambeau took that, right? All right. But the next 3 hours, Coach Rashid went back to back, me and him both, the same platform, allowed you to be able to gather a game plan and take a really deep look inside yourself and say, what strategy am I really using? And see, the thing about it is that just as I stated a statement last night, if you throw somebody into water or a pool and they can't feel the bottom of their feet and they don't know how to swim, instantly panic sets in. And that's what happens when most people see that the Dear John letter has actually came to their front door, or left on their bed, or left on the refrigerator, or left on their kitchen counter. When they get that Dear John letter and a platform exits their life, panic sets in. What am I going to do without them being in my life? Look at the amount of bills that I actually have to do and take care of because I don't have the support system that I once had in my life. I can say this. There are so many ways to go learn to do things. And what it is that we get caught up in a way of being able to allow this passive income lifestyle that we talk about to be the journey for us to just, we want to do this thing hands-free. Can I say something to you? You can't even wipe your butt hands-free. Unless you got one of them, what they call them bodegas or whatever that is. That's another different ballgame. We're not even going to go into that. But still, you can't wipe your butt hands-free. So you want to believe that everything in life is going to be hands-free for you, that you're going to have to be hands off of everything? It does not work that way. You're going to have to put some skin in the game in whatever that you're doing. And whether it's managing your finances, whether it's managing your credit, whether it's managing what your cash flow, your expenses, and what you put out and what you bring in and what you put out and what you bring in, you're going to have to go ahead and manage that. So what happens is when I tell you guys that my guy, Vaughn Unlimited Freedom, has a course that he's teaching binary options with, that you guys can go learn to hunt. One of the best favorite parts of any movie that I have ever made. For those and everything who've seen John Wick, you know what I'm talking about. John Wick, I love all John Wicks. I'll sit down there and watch John Wick till I can't watch John Wick anymore. And there was a part when John Wick was in the hotel, right? And he's meeting with, I can't even think of this guy's name, the guy who owns the hotel, man. I can't even think of what his name is now. He's meeting with him, and there's some people who they're coming after John Wick. And he turns to John Wick and He said, well, what is he getting ready to go do best? John Wick, I want you to go do what you do best, and that is to hunt. That's a bell right there. What happens is that most of the time with the platforms and most of the time with the investments and the opportunities, we have stopped having the hunt or the thrill of the hunt being on the inside of us. And then we becoming the hunter to the hunted. Can I say something to you right now? When you go from being the hunter to the hunted, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. This is Lambo talking to you right now. I told y'all before on Tuesday night's show, you need to be on the offense rather than so much of the defensive things in your life. You need to be bringing up certain things, certain pillars around your life. Like, hey, I need this pillar around my life. Hey, I need that pillar around my life. Hey, I need this pillar around my life. The hunter and the hunted. What are you doing at this point? Where are you going? Winston, that's him. Winston, that's him. Can I say this to you right now? Most people in life, the moment that they actually take the blow, they take one of the biggest heartbreaks of their life, they can't recover well. Because not only are they the hunter and then now become the hunted, now they become the haunted, where now it's haunting thoughts over their heads and in their minds. And it becomes terror and terrified and fear that pops up because they just lost on some of the biggest plays. They just lost on some things that should have went a certain way, and you had this lifestyle and you were believing this lifestyle, and some amazing things happen, man. And I can tell you what, as a leader sitting in this space, it's not very easy sitting on this side and trying to help encourage somebody who was once the hunter, then became the hunted, and now their thoughts are haunted. It's a difference. You see how that goes? You go from having confidence to now running for your life to now not having any peace off of the decisions and the thoughts and the losses that you've accrued. Our job is every time we come in front of you is to continuously to keep pouring into your life and showing you strategies and allowing your mind to think totally different than what it was. Because if not, the biggest thing what will happen is your mind will go back to what you originally thought it was. Oh my goodness, all this stuff really doesn't exist. This lifestyle that Lambo and Coach Rashid and all the other greats talk about really doesn't exist when it actually does exist. The thing about it is that you have stopped being the aggressor or being on offense. And when I tell you that Vaughn has an Unlimited Freedom has a wonderful program that you guys can learn binary options and you guys can start making money today. When I tell you that Ahmed Hazel, I can't say Ahmed Hazel, let me get that right. Ahmed Hazel has a program for mortgage notes that some of you guys are trying to leverage some things in mortgage notes and try to get yourself right to start building a cumulative real estate wealth. You guys can start doing that. When I say that there's other investments that you can invest in, that some great credited investors that they're investing in or using an IUL policy to go ahead and be able to take that policy and then become your own bank. We call it the Rockefeller play. When we put these strategies into play, when I said, hey, are you leveraging your business credit? Have you decided to leverage your personal, leverage your business? What are you doing? What are you really doing at this point? When I asked you about that, and then you looked at me and you said, Well, Lambo, I don't know what I'm really doing. You have not really sat down and got yourself a playbook or got a coach in front of you to help strategize and put the pieces of your life together. That way you can start making a play. That way you can start making moves. That way you can start this movement of putting you into the right direction. At the end of the day, in the beginning of the day, our job is that not only to help put you in the right direction, but to allow the family tree and everything else behind you to change. You should be saying, you know what, Lambo, you're right. I want my family tree to change. I want generations behind me to change. So then when we say something that's on the broadcast, that we're saying something that when we get in these meetings and we get on these one-on-ones and we get on these calls and we start talking about some things, and Coach is talking about Camhurst, a project that is literally producing homes and that has 1,000 box already set to go and got almost 2,000 orders. And we talk about that there's almost a $500 million deal in place. And it's almost $250 million of machines already placed for orders. And then you ask, is this my opportunity? Let me say something to you right now. No one invests or puts this amount of money in the projects just so projects can go stage left. No one. Then when we talk about Blue Ocean Society, talked about Boss and what Boss was doing. When we talked about it, we say, hey, Boss is doing this. You possibly may want to get into that. That's another pillar. We talked about Fusion last night. Hey, Fusion is doing this. It went on to do these things, but it is reestablishing itself in this area. Should I do that? Totally up to you. When we talked about the 1,000 Club, they say, well, should we do this? Insane. Then we talk about one of the last programs last night. And we talked about, should we do this? And the CEO himself, shout out to Marcus Dukes, who came on last night of the Global Humanitarian Project. And they say, hey, man, Lambo, this is free to join. But you will be able to make money off of enrolling people for free because they're just trying to help people. And the CEO comes on himself on the Leverage Show between me and Coach Rashid and everybody else who is out here. And you see what the CEO is doing. He's showing his face. He's saying, not only am I going to sit here and just think about a great job and patty cake people from a distance, I'm going to pull up a seat. I'm going to come to the Leverage Show. And I'm going to come see how my guy, Coach Rashid, is doing. And I'm going to introduce myself to Lambo Drew and everybody else who is on that show and show love and say, hey, man, we have an amazing program. We're doing some amazing things. Can I say this to you right now? That speaks in volume of the direction that we're going, of the things that we're doing, of the things that we are tied to. And when you see that, you know, come in, Coach, we talked after the show last night, and he was taken in awe that the CEO would come on being over this amazing movement that's happening. And I said, it shouldn't surprise you. The reason why, Coach Rashid, because you've been putting in the work. You've been educating the communities. You've been educating the people on what to do, what not to do, what to do after you have taken some of the hugest losses of your life. After you, whether you have taken hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of loss to millions of dollars worth of loss to a small couple of hundreds of dollars to thousands of dollars. For some people, that's all that they can afford to lose because they're struggling day by day to make ends meet. They're just trying to hope that something could happen and something could change and their lives could change in their life with what program or what opportunity that we're able to bring their way. That's why Core 4 was so big last week. Last Friday night, we got a chance in DC to meet with so many amazing leaders. I got a chance to meet my guy Jack Armstrong. Got a chance to meet with my guy CPMD. Got a chance to meet with Anthony Delos. Got a chance to meet definitely with Coach Rashid. Got a chance to meet with Terrence Pounds. Got a chance to meet with James Bishop. Got a chance to meet with Chris Paul. Got a chance to meet with Stan Richards. Got a chance to meet with BOJ and Brandon Adams and Sonia and India and my guy Rob and everybody else, man, who came there and showed love in the vineyard. We got a chance to be around each other. Do you know what that meant to be in a place where there is a system moving forward and you're able to allow this system to help breathe life into you? Do you know what this looks like? Do you know what this looks like? Leadership doesn't look like how you think leadership looks like. Can I say this to you? Leadership looks like you're leading from the front, not you're flaunting all of your possessions and all of your toys and everything else to get people in trinkets so people can come and say, oh, they're doing it over there. They're doing it over there. We got a lot of people, we call them hood rich. They dress coming out there from the head to the foot. They clean, I'm telling you, it's sharper than the Board of Health and cleaner than the Board of Health. Casket sharp. But the one thing that they lack is the ability and the sustainability to be able to help others get to their next level and allow a domino effect to come from behind it. Can I say this to you right now? You know, I was on the phone earlier with who will be one of the sponsors for the next Core 4 Summit in the next 6 months. And I was so thankful to talk with him. We'll be meeting and having lunch and stuff like that in the next week, actually. And was excited about some of the things when we were talking about the event and some amazing things that was happening and was going on and all of that great stuff. And I said to myself, I said, you've got to be kidding me that there are so many people with a vast amount of knowledge, of information, and the wisdom and the tools to help equip people to take them for whatever stage in life that they're at and allow them to continue to start changing their generation, changing their communities, changing their lifespan. And then people say to themselves, I think I'll pass on that. Oh, it doesn't take all that. Really? What does it take then for you? What does it take? Why can't you move to the next level where you're trying to move to? Why can't you? Why? Give me a great reason why. And most people are saying, oh, it's a lack of finances. Don't worry about that. I can show you how to be able to get from here to the next level. Can I promise you this right now? There are plays that you can run with your last $10, $50, $100, and some things you can get set up to get positioned that would allow you to access to thousands. And then you can put things for thousands in the access that get you tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands to millions, millions to hundreds of millions to billions. It's steps to take. Lambo can really, really, really tell you this. Thank you, Darius. Lambo, great to be here for Finance Fridays. Need to get the juices flowing for the week and keep sharing the wisdom we all will grow together. Thank you, man. I got a chance to meet with Darius this week. Amazing man. And I get into the other comments soon. And I say this to you. When you get in the presence of innovators and people who think like you, and people who are successful like Darius and really helping people, and you have the, your history that he has behind him. And, I won't go into all the private details, but Darius has been in business for some years and doing some nice business with some things that people would only dream to be a part of and do and be of. But still, his passion and vision is to help as many other people and to do some other things, especially in the finance space that we're in, no matter what his cash flow is looking like. Remember, I told y'all last night, cash flow and crypto, two different things. What happens is we take cash flow and we want to go ahead and gamble it into crypto. You can't invest cash flow or gamble cash flow into crypto. It won't work that way. You got to find that extra, whatever extra that is, and pull from that to put it into some of these other things and other plays. And so I'm laughing because when you get around some amazing leaders and people who are visionary, right? And this is always good, right? Remember I told y'all, man, on some of the earlier broadcasts, if you ever listen to them, the two types of people and everything, man, in life. There are people who are visionary and there are people who are stationary. Bars. There are people who are visionary and there are people who are stationary. You have to find out in life who's around your circle is visionary. Those are forward thinkers. Those are people who are looking for something to come to pass in the future that is really looking to help build and execute on a highest level so that many other people for years after will be able to eat up off of their fruit and their labor because of the vision that they've actually birthed and brought to pass. And then there's the ones who are stationary. Stationary people, you're going to see them. It's no disrespect to people who are stationary. They're the ones who are going to say, it doesn't take all that. I'm fine with doing what I'm doing. I'm fine. I'm cool with being where I'm at. Might not have ever worked. They're always kind of doubtful about a lot of different things because they're stationary. They're fine with the way life goes and the way life has been beating them up and kicking their tails and knocking them down to the ground. And they're fine with just sitting out there, not flying with the eagles and kicking it with the pigeons. They're drinking 40s with the pigeons. They're eating chicken wings with the pigeons. They're out there getting some green beans and everything else with the pigeons. That's what they love. They like, look, we don't want to go ahead and fly with these eagles. We want to stay right here. Our vision is to be right here. Our vision is to wake up, kick it. I'm telling you, on the weekends, because we can't wait for the weekends. And then when our schedule comes throughout the week, we just want to go punch the clock and then go home. Some people ain't even pointing the clock. They just staying home. No vision, stationary. We got a lot of people like that. We know a lot of people like that. And the thing about it is that when you find yourself around people who are visionary, who are forward thinking, who are always trying to do something, hey, we're putting our money where our mouth is to invest in our future and invest in going forward and invest in moving forward. Then you start looking at people and you start saying to yourself, you start saying, hey, what is this that I'm a part of? What is this that I'm moving forward to? How are you going to help me get to this next level? Why are we going to the next level? There are some people, can I tell you something out there right now? There are some people that you are not going to be able to help no matter how hard that you care for them, how hard you love them. They won't be able to go to the next level with you because they're dead weight. They're stationary. So when they get to your visionary and you're in your vision, it's like, hey, man, hey, lady, do you like this? Do you see what's going on? I'm loving all of this stuff. I told you that what they would do. They would become your biggest critics, your biggest haters, your biggest ones that literally live in fear. Oh, yeah, but what if this happens? And what if that happens? And that seed starts getting into your head and into your mind. And they plant it. And all of a sudden, they're looking for you to go down than for you to go up. They're looking for your vision to fail than your vision to actually succeed. So then it could be the one to be on the outside. Say, yeah, I knew that wouldn't work. I said it wouldn't work. Remember, Drake and Everything Man say that the best in Everything Man. They yell out your failures, but they whisper your accomplishments. People can't wait to yell out to see that you didn't fail and the things that you have done and how you failed. And they can't wait to whisper to people, yeah, you know, they're doing this and they're doing that. But boy, that's some bad news happen. Bad news travels fast. Shout out to my guy, BOJ, man, who lives and loves to say, man, hey, my channel grows when bad news happens. Do you guys know what happened this week in the markets? For some of you guys don't even know what happened this week in the market. If you're a trader, right? If you're a legitimate trader and you have been trading or you know anything about trading, one of the biggest blows was suffered within the last couple of days. Really big. Huge. MT4 and MT5, which is MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5, delisted its instrument off of trading platforms. Oh, there's a lot of people got hit really bad. In other words, MT4 and MT5 is what a lot of people use, right? As far as Forex trading options. It all depends on what level that you're at. They're actually starting their own platform. So they delisted their product that they have been actually kind of like, partnering with other companies and partnering with other brokerages firms and everything else. They started taking them off of people's platforms. And people who love MT4 and use MT4 and use MT5 instantly became pissed. Instantly. It's not anything that people and everything, man, are looking forward to saying, yeah, I'm getting ready to go trade today, set things up. I'm loving everything using this tool. This has been one of the most amazing tools for them to go ahead and then to pull it off the platforms. Like, yep, don't worry about it. We're going to start pulling it off the platforms now. All the platforms that you love to trade using our product, now you're going to have to come to us. We're building our own. MT4, MT5, MetaTrader went and made their own table now. I told y'all about this yesterday when we was at the beginning of the broadcast. I say, listen, don't wait on nobody else's table. You've been waiting to get invited from everybody else's table. Go make your own table. And that's what the Leverage Show did. The Leverage Show went and made its own table. So we can go ahead and highlight people like Coach Rashid, who comes on here and who's able to give and pour into your life and give this hour after hour after hour last night of dropping information and dropping nuggets. We went and made our own table because we understood the value that people were actually having in the movement and the voice and the person that Coach Rashid has been to so many lives and helping change lives. We went and brought him to the table like, man, hey, you eating at this table now. Don't worry about it. We building our own. We don't have to worry about if a person and everything, man, are you going to be accepted? Do you smile enough? Do you play the good old boy field enough? Nah, we good off of that. We good off of that. We are here to help people. We're in the business of helping people. Most people follow the people who are helping themselves and not trying to help people. We're in the business of helping communities and changing lifestyles and changing your pattern of your family history. We are in that business of helping you change your life. So when I see wonderful people, right? We even got into a section last night, man. Most people, and I ain't gonna talk too much about it, but I mentioned and I dropped a bar, and a gentleman, one of the gentlemen in the comments was like, yeah, yep, that's kind of what we into too. And I talked about an actual trade desk, right? And people are like, what the heck is that? They don't even know what it is, nothing like that. But one of the guys in the comments caught it last night and said, yeah, that's the humanitarian side of what we're doing. Bust out laughing. Again, there are levels to this thing. And if you understand where you're at and the role that you're playing, you can come out on top and be so successful in so many areas in your life that'll blow your mind. But I'm going to say this to you. You have to find out where you are currently are and where you currently want to go and where you currently want to be a part of. I mentioned something last night in the chats at the very beginning. I didn't get a chance to talk about it at the very end, right? But I mentioned that Core 4 had a wonderful platform you can be involved with, a membership for only $55. $55. You still want to be a part of that, make sure you text the number. I will be sending all that information where you guys can send that to Brandon. That is a USDT TRC20 transaction that you can send to Brandon Adams. Make sure you screenshot it, and we'll make sure that you send the email to Brandon as well, so you guys can get that information and stuff like that, man, as well, and sending it to his email to confirm that you have been one to be into this group and stuff like that. This is going to be some amazing things moving forward. This is a lot of forward thinking that leaders and leadership have gotten together and said, hey, we're going to allow you to use our resources. We're going to allow you to do what we do best. And we're going to allow ourselves to go to this next level. Listen, this has been what we've been talking about. Us empowering the communities, us empowering the people, us empowering generations so that we can continuously to keep building on what we need to build so your life can live the life that you always dreamed of. And your family and people around you can live the life that they've always dreamed of. We do not want you to be mediocre in what you do. Can I say that to you? We do not want you to be mediocre in what you do. Your lifestyle is not mediocre. Your vision is not mediocre. Your future is not mediocre. Do you think, man, that the thing that God has shown you about your future and the things that you've been seeing about yourself and you've been dreaming about some things, and hey, why do you envision yourself going to this place? Why do you envision yourself helping people? Why do you envision yourself doing this and doing that? Why do you envision yourself doing it? Because that's tied to your destiny. It's tied to the place that you are designed to go. Now, the vehicle that you use to take to get there, it's up to you. I'm giving you a vehicle that Core 4 is definitely standing on, with the number on the bottom of the screen, 612-547-8826. And y'all put in a message, Core 4. Send me over the info, Lambo Core 4. Take a screenshot of your transaction when you send your TRC20 over so we can match that and make sure, hey, we got your name up on name. You send that email off to make sure that you're in this. Core 4. Can I say something to you? Last week to this week has been on a crazy high like people have never seen before. If you have not been energized, for some of those who were not fortunate to make the meeting, you guys seen in on the broadcast. I went back on Tuesday, showed y'all some amazing pictures and pulled them up and told some amazing stories. And then me and Coach Rashid last night, one-on-one, we got on here and started deep diving into some amazing strategies and what you need to do to kind of bring the Core 4 of his Core 4 of values into yourself so that you can begin to start moving forward in your 2024 year. We broke it down. It's so much amazing opportunities that you have before you. But you need to start saying, you know what, Lambo, I got to start betting on myself. I've been betting on everybody else. I've been betting on my job. I've been betting on what people say on, hey, this is the career I need to go in. I've been betting on the government. I've been betting on what they say, and I'm betting on the news because the news is on TV and they're saying this. I've been betting on everybody else, but except for betting on myself. You need to learn to start trusting yourself. You need to start saying, you know what, Lambo, you all right. This year, I bet on myself. This year, I finally hear what you've been saying, Lambo. This year, you're right. I'm going to take the courses. I'm going to jump into Core 4. I'm going to be at the next event in 6 months. I'm going to be really tapped in and tied into the Zoom calls and the meetings and the opportunities you guys are presenting, because we're trying to make a fail-proof system that allows you to structure your life by being on the offense, not the defense, not allowing life's blows to beat you up in your face and all of these things to be coming at you, and you don't know exactly which way to turn. We're not trying to be evolved with things that you don't know which way to turn to. No, you will have a source. No, you will have a community. You will have a family. You will have a point of reference to be able to turn to and say, you know what? I don't just want to be bailed out. I want to help be the lifeline to help people else in their life get bailed out, but also accelerate. I want to help push you into that. Core 4 wants to help push you into that. Strategies that we're doing, we're really trying to help people. We're trying to help people by any means necessary, because we really want to see you win. We don't want to see you not win. We want to see you win. We want to see when you are literally in that dream, that thing you've been thinking about, that thing you've been dreaming about, that thing that you've been saying, you know what? You're right, Lambo. I want this. I've been dreaming about it. Why can't you go have it? Why can't you go get it? Who told you you can't have it? Who told you you can't get it? Who told you you cannot do this? Who told you that? I always say on this broadcast, and everybody knows, and we got a lot of newcomers who are on here, and they're trying to figure out, they say, Lambo, you know, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. Lambo, you are 100% right. I've been listening to this person telling me that I can't do this. I've been listening to this person telling me that I can't do that. And then you start looking at your financial situations, and you start looking at your bank account, you start looking at your credit, you start looking at all of these other financial moves that you don't have in place, or you need the pieces to make a move, and you're saying, where do I begin? Because the crap show has started in your life. And you're feeling like you're walking in more crap than you're actually walking on dry ground. I get it. Lambo's been there, got the t-shirts, and I done taught the courses for that. I'm not lying to you. You guys really want to go ahead and understand the level that you truly want to be on and you truly want to go? Can I say something to you right now? Start planning today. How's the vision board looking like? What strategy are you using to get in front of your vision and getting moving? Can I say something to you right now? Hope is not a strategy, but hope is a start. I'm giving something to y'all right now. Hope is not a strategy, but hope is a start. Hope is the beginning of where faith actually lies, right? So if you're believing for something, you say, Lambo, I got faith. I really do. I really would like to see this to come to pass and stuff like that. Hope ain't a strategy to get there. I just don't hope it. I hope that this would happen. No. It's a start. What are you putting in place? What have you really sat down with somebody who may be way more smarter, way more intelligent than you, somebody who actually has substance behind them, and said, Lambo, I need a strategy. Here's my blueprint. Here's what I'm working with. Here's where I'm at. I need a strategy. Can I say something to you right now? When you sat down with somebody who knows how to maneuver. They may know how to do some things you may not be aware of learning how to do. Sit down with them. Sit down with them. Talk with them. A closed mouth don't get fed. I'm getting ready to finish that bar. I'm getting ready to finish that bar. See, this is the two. We always say that, right? A closed mouth don't get fed. That's facts. But a hungry man will end up dead. Closed mouth don't get fed. And a hungry man will end up dead. So what have you been really suppressing your appetite for? What have you been really yearning for? What are you really eating at this point to say, you know what, man, we're getting ready to really start eating, Lambo. You're right. I'm getting really hungry about my vision. And that's all I'm doing. I'm eating vision. I'm eating, breathing, and sleeping vision. I'm reading the books. I'm looking at work. I'm looking at all of the things that I need to do to get myself positioned in life so I can get myself positioned in life. See, the thing about it is that you believe that you think that it's getting ready to be, just like, the yellow brick road. And you're going to click your heels and everything, man, and you're going to be there where you want to be. There's no place like home. It don't work like that. In this life, you got to put some sweat equity in this. You got to put some skin in the game. You got to really get to yourself to say, you know what, Lambo, you 100% right. I got to get around people who are way smarter than me or people who got wisdom than me so that when we devise a plan, I stick to the plan and I fail the plan. Like I feel the plan, or if not, if you don't feel the plan out, you're going to fail to the plan. You need to feel the plan all the way out. Fill it out step by step by step. And it's a plan, step by step by step, step by step by step, step by step by step. I'm going to fill it all the way out. If you don't fill that whole plan all the way out and then execute and run that play, I promise you, you're going to fail. My job is to be in front of you and to let you know, have value in yourself. Trust your vision. Trust your mindset. If you need to change your mindset, you're in the right place. You're in the right broadcast. You're around the right people that can help change that. And not just that, there's a track record of history, a track record of people, and track record of guests that are brought to the show that will allow you to help change your mindset so that you can get to the place that you want to go. See, the thing about it is that how can you say that you are really leveling up if you have not been exposed to a new level? I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to really be real with you. Can I give something to you, right? This is true facts, true story, true facts, right? Dick Gregory said, shout out to Dick Gregory. He said, man, when you get a chance to fly first class, you should fly first class because it conditions the mind. The reason why your life has not been ascending the way you want it to ascend because you have not been positioning your mind to do first class things. Think first class ways. Be the best that you want to be and being around some of the best who are first class people. So what that does is it allows you to get yourself into a place where you are now conditioned because of your exposure. Now that don't mean for people to be out here, I'm keeping it 100, for you to be out here spending your last money so you can go fly a first class seat. That's not what Lambo's talking about. Now when you do fly first class, it is nice. The amenities and everything else is nice. I'm talking about the mindset. I'm talking about how you see yourself, how you envision yourself, how you wake up, the perception of how you do things, how you respond to people. Do you give people and everything a full 100% of giving you your energy, your time, your effort? Or you give them a half-tailed job? And then you want people to match more energy than the energy you to put into them, but you didn't give them a half-tail job. And you want people to keep it 100 with you and give you the fullness. Oh man, they're showing me all this love, but you really only giving them half of love. I heard the most stupidest thing in my life come from somebody. I ain't gonna say no names, but I heard the most stupidest thing. And somebody said in their life, they would rather have half a man than no man at all. It's the most stupidest thing I could have ever heard in my life. The most idiotic thing that somebody could have ever said in their life. They would rather have half a man than no man at all. You mean to tell me the level of the person that you're willing to share with somebody else's man, to whoever this is out here, then for you not to be lonely? How idiotic and foolish is that? That's how the same way people are you're being with your vision. You're being with your future. You're being with how you actually passively handle the relationships in your life. You're saying, you know what? I'd rather have a part-time lover. I'm cool with my vision. I'm cool with serving it. I'm cool with actually going after it, but I'm only going to put half the energy in it. That's why you're getting the results you're getting. That's why you're getting the lifestyle that you're getting. That's why it's producing what it's producing, because you haven't went all the way in. You got to go all the way in if you really want the results that you really want. If you really want your 2024 not to look like 2023 and 2022 and 2021 and 2020 and the years before, you're going to have to go all in. You're going to have to trust and believe that God has given you all the strength, the ability, and bringing the people around you, and you're going to have to make a move. You're going to have to double down on yourself and saying, you know what, Lambo, you're right. I got just one guy, one good, great friend, definitely watches the show. He said, Lambo, I've been putting money into everybody else but putting money into myself. I say, that's the person I want to talk to. Because when you double down on yourself and you understand your gifts and some things that you can do, I promise you, you'll start believing in what you're doing, your gifts, and allowing your abilities and your special techniques to be able to go ahead and take off. My job is when I come in front of you is not to show you the smoke screen mirror. We're not into that. My job is to show you a full mirror of yourself and say, let's get busy. Let's do something about this. Take a deep look at what's inside of you already. And if it ain't inside of you, get surrounded with the things that can go ahead and change the way of how the perception of what you're seeing in the mirror about yourself. That's my job, is to show you the mirror that you have been looking at and you have not been feeling fully confident by the person in the mirror, by the person that you should be loving first, by the person you should be trusting first, by the person in the gifts and the abilities that God has set you here to go do. That person is my job, to get them in front of the mirror and point out all the qualities about you and let you know that you can make it. And let you know that you can do this. And let you know that you will be successful. And let you know that you're a leader. And let you know that there's so much inside of you that has to come out of you that it will not stop. No one else can do this but you. Nobody can do this but you. I get it. You're probably saying, no, Lambo, they speak better than me. They talk better than me. They walk better than me. They look better than me. They dress better than me. And they got more money than me. And they got more status than me. They got more of this. Can I say something to you? That's not your audience. Whoever audience and people that they're connected to that. But the one that you are assigned, your assignment to the people that you are connected to, they're connected to you. And they're connected to you for a reason. Because they want to hear what you have to say. They want to hear your insights and some of the things that you're talking about and the things that you're doing. They need to hear what you have to say. not no other Joe Blow. They need to hear what you have to say. Your children, when you birth a child, it's not the neighbor's responsibility to raise your child. Your child comes from you. It's your responsibility to raise your child, to provide for your child, to help nurture your child, to help still inside all of the great, wonderful morals and character inside of your child. Why are you wondering and waiting for everybody else to come all of a sudden show up on this magic broom and help whisk you away into the night and say, hey, yeah, we're getting ready to bring all of this stuff to you and set you amongst this magic ball? It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to trust yourself. You're going to have to dig deep down inside yourself and you say, you know what, Lambo? You're 100% right. I got to trust the person in front of this mirror. I got to trust that the gift that God has put on the inside of me to help people and help change my life and to help bring things to pass is definitely on the inside of me, and it's working today. But what happens is we get a stumbling block in our life, or what happens is we get something that literally knocks the breath out of us, takes the wind out of us, knocks us off of our feet. And we're looking for everybody and anything to help us up, to restabilize us. Can I say something to you? A real coach, it's not going to touch you like they do. A real coach is like a boxer, a trainer. He stands on the outside of the ring. Shout out to your coach, Rashid. It's my guy. He stands on the outside of the boxing ring. And when the fighter is down on the inside of the ring, his job is to continuously coaching from the outside of the ring. Some of y'all don't understand when you're in conditioning as being a fighter and you're fighting for your place of victory. You're fighting for your destiny. You're fighting for the things that you truly desire to do. The coach is on the outside telling you you can do it because guess what? They've trained you. They don't have to be in the ring to help you up, to wipe the blood off of your face and off of your eyes and the sweat off of you. No, you get yourself up. You have beat the ground and beat the pavement hard enough. Tap the ground and get on up. Stand to your feet. Because at this point, when you come back out, you need to be understanding to trust the coach's voice. Hear what the coach is saying. Don't worry about it. That means you ain't going to take a couple of blows and cheap shots and stuff that's going to knock the wind out of you. But you're going to keep getting up off of that floor. You're going to keep getting up off of that ring. You're going to put your sets up and your dukes up and you get ready to fight. Can I say something to you? The thing about this is that we have been positioned with people who have been on the outside of the ring while we've been fighting. And they have not been a coach. They have been a critic. And you have conditioned your mentality. You have conditioned your fight. You have conditioned how the way you move inside that ring based on what the critics are saying on the outside of the ring. It's a bar right there. What is your coach telling you? They've trained you. They've been with you in the trenches. They've been with you when nobody else is looking. They've been with you when the lights are not on and it's not flashing and you don't get all the attention. They have been with you in your ear, training you the whole time, instilling inside of you everything that you need to do to win and become a champion that you are. But you've decided to listen to the critics rather than listen to your coach. Can I tell you something what makes Floyd Mayweather so great? Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something why in his whole professional career, he's going to go down as one of the greatest boxers, never been beat. He was like 51-0 or something like that. What made him so great was because his father The person he can't stand knows his son, knows how to make his son move. There's nobody can make Floyd move like Floyd Mayweather Sr. Floyd Mayweather Jr. ain't got nothing to Floyd Mayweather Sr. He done coached his son enough that nobody can make his son move like he can make his son move. So when he gets into that ring, it's hard to try to move when you're one of the best, as being one of the greatest defending boxers. His boxers is defense. One of the great defensive boxers that you probably will ever see, because his father, his coach inside his head, showed him how to move, showed him what to do when you get in tough situations, how to lure a person in, how to lure your opponent in. You know, these days we call an opponent, right? In a terminology right now, we call it, the younger generation calls it an op, right? If you get a chance and everything, man, you get around your kids and everything, man, say, hey, what's an op? Or OPP, that's just your opponent, right? The op is the one and everything, man, that your opponent is your person out there that you're going to battle with, or whatever the case may be, right? And let's say, man, oh, that's that person's op. And we look at it like, oh, that's your opponent. Okay, cool. And the thing about it is that we spend more time listening and focusing on the opponent than focusing on mastering our craft and becoming better at what we do. Floyd Mayweather Sr. made Floyd Mayweather Jr. focus on his craft rather than focus on the opponent. Every time Floyd Mayweather would step into the ring, the father would focus on his flaws, focus on the things that he was not good in to become great in, so he can become one of the greatest. When you get a real coach in front of you, their job is to help focus on your weakest places, the flawed places in you, so that you can become one of the best. So no matter what op or opponent that you actually fight, you're able to go ahead and beat them, no matter what stage of the ring that you're in. Our job, my job, is when I get out here in front of you, is to show you how to become the master of yourself, of your gifts, of your crafts, but also to be able to listen to what your coach has been saying to you. See, the thing about what Coach Rashid did last night to so many people, if you listen to it, that's why that broadcast, you got to go back and rewatch it. If you haven't seen it, go back and rewatch it, because it's some amazing things. You've seen two coaches, me and Coach Rashid, being in front of you, giving you simple strategy, how to help maneuver yourself in life, so that when you do get yourself into a fight, because all of us are in a fight, whether you like it, whether you know it, whether you believe it, whether you receive it or not, all of us are in a fight. All of us. You're in a fight the moment that you wake up in the morning. Life is fighting at you. Life is fighting against you. Whether you think it's a physical fight or somebody coming knocking at your door, ringing the doorbell, you open it up and they bust your teeth out your mouth. It's not the fight I'm talking about. But if you're in one of them fights too, you better be winning. Nobody better not come to your house, open your front door, and point you dead in the mouth. You better be ready to put up a fight. I'll tell you this right now. We're all in a fight, regardless of you like it or not. And what you have been doing in your downtime, what you've been doing in your off time, what you've been doing when people haven't been saying things around you or haven't been speaking into you, or you don't even think that people are listening. What you do in that time is so important. What you do in that time when you take some of the biggest losses in your life, what you do in that time when you take some of the biggest hits in your life, some of the biggest blows in your life, some of the things that literally put you down to your knees. When you get into that place in your life, what are you going to do? Are you going to listen to the voice of the critics? Oh, you need to be doing this. If I was you, I would do this. If I was you, I wouldn't do that. Oh, man, I'm not even going to get into that. Oh, that's too risky. Oh, that's too this. Oh, that's too that. I want you to take a deep look at your critics. Look at their lifestyle. Look at their lifestyle. Ask yourself this main question. Are they currently at, right now, where you are destined to try to go? And if they don't fit that picture of where they're trying to go as a critic, you can cancel them. Listen to the voice of your coach. Listen to the one who's actually hitting all cylinders in your ear to help move you into a way that nobody else can move you. So when you get out there and you listen to some of the best leaders, you listen to some of the best people who's really putting game in your ear and really dropping knowledge in your ear and really spitting some wonderful wisdom in your ear. When you get to that point, you start maneuvering in life and you start saying, you know what, Lambo, you're right. I was listening to my coach. I really got to the place where I sit back and I listen to what they said and I started maneuvering of how they say maneuver. When you listen to them and you start running the play on what they say but listening to them, I promise you in the ring, it won't be like you're not taking a punch. It won't be like you're not getting a fight. It won't be like you're not bleeding or having and everything, man, an exhaustion of your life. But what will happen is you hear the voice of your coach in your ear. You silence the voice of the critics and you get in tune and get locked into the voice of your coach. And you start saying to yourself, coach taught me this. You find yourself in the ring moving. Coach said, man, keep moving. Don't keep yourself a still target. Watch for the jab. Watch for the uppercut. Watch for it. Watch for the straight. Look at it. Start moving. Till you find yourself setting yourself up for the knockout blow. Your objective in life is to listen to what these coaches are saying to you. Listen to what they're putting in your ear. Listen to how they're telling you how to strategize and how to win in this ring so you can win into the biggest ring in life and continue to function and dominate in these areas. And I promise you, you're going to come back and you're going to say, Lambo, Drew, we watched the show. We watched Finance Fridays Live. We heard about what you said about this. We applied what you said. Because you just hearing a thing and not applying it, it's literally your death waiting to happen. As coaches, we stand in front of you because we really want to see you do great. We really want to see you get to that next level. We really want to help you get you, your people, your vision, your family, your legacy, your history, your generations behind you to this next level. I tell people all the time, man, I'm infatuated with people's vision. I move your life from stationary to visionary. If I can get the ball moving in your life, if I can get some things rolling in your life, I promise you, you will be able to go ahead and steer your ship in which direction that you really want to go to. So when you see things start falling at the wayside, you're not so easily tickled like, you know what, you're right. We lost in that play. No, you didn't lose in that play. Took a lesson in that play. Move on. Strategize. See what you're going to do next. Set yourself up for the next move. Because that's what we're here for. We're here to set you up in the next move and allow you to listen to what we've been saying and listen to the coaching that what we've been doing to help guide you into the next direction. That's what we want. We don't want anything but your success. In real coaches, we don't want no prize. We don't want no trinkets. We don't want you to go ahead. Listen, you want to sit back up in here, you want to bless and put this and that, that's fine. You go do what you do. We are our only goal is to see and be satisfied with your success. If any coach looks you dead in the eye and said that their only thing is to be satisfied with what you can show on your wrist, what you can show at your house, what you can show, they're lying. They're lying. You need to get as far away from there as you possibly can. We're satisfied by your success. You know what your success is? Running a play and allowing your vision to flourish. All of that other stuff comes with it. All of it, straight up. All of that other stuff comes with it. Because if you lose it all tomorrow, can you gain it back the next day? That's what real coaches we put inside of you. Where if you lose it all tomorrow, can you gain it all back from what I taught you again the next day? See, the thing about inherited, this is good. Inherited and earned wealth, two different things. Inherited wealth usually is inherited from what a decision that one's father, grandfather, or whoever has made in their lineage, right? So sometimes they don't even need to be taught how to be able to inherit that money or inherit that wealth or inherit everything that they got. They just automatically are born into it. So they ain't got to make a financial decision. But when you got to earn wealth, when you got to build it from the ground up, when you got to go get it out the mud, and you got to really listen to what your coach has been putting in your ear and really beating the pavement and really turn around, and I'm not lying to you, and really probably going down to some of your last to get it done, you can earn it all back. Not only in everything, man, but you're going to earn it and you're going to keep it, but you know in everything, if you lose it, you can go back to square one and earn it all and do it all again. Well, that person with the inheritance, if they lose it all tomorrow, if they squander their inheritance tomorrow, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. Because what? They haven't positioned themselves. They haven't conditioned themselves. They haven't put it in their mind of how to go do it and how to go make it happen. And what they need and the things to look for in the pitfalls and the downfalls. They haven't put it in their mind. They only got it and everything off inheritance because their daddy and their mama and their grandparents and everybody else said, oh, you can go get it. This is yours. I'm leaving inheritance to you. But they didn't teach them how to go ahead and manage it or how to gain it back if something was to happen. But that person that earned it, that person who got it out the mud, something happens today and tomorrow, they're going to get it all over again. In their position in life, they can help others with the same mindset, go get it for themselves. Listen, y'all. I thank y'all each and every single time. I'm going to get to these chats now for y'all tapping into these Finance Fridays because this is what this thing is about. It's about and everything, man, to make sure you guys get what you guys need to get so y'all can continue to keep moving forward because that's where I want to be, man. I want to help continue to keep pushing y'all forward in the right direction. So say, come spend lunch with me. Last week was able to have lunch with Lambo at the place. Come spend lunch with me on Fridays because definitely we can help push you into the right direction. Kennedy said, what's up, Lambo? I can take a lunch break to listen to Finance Friday. Some of us brothers are down in the mailroom and got deadlines. Shout out to you, Ken. Ken tapping in on this Finance Friday. My wife in the building. Happy Friday, everyone. Shout out to her, man. Definitely for showing love. She already know what time it is. Ken says, man, don't forget my prize, Lambo. Yes, I gotta go ahead and you know why I didn't forget it? Because you usually send me the information and everything for that. So make sure that's probably why I forgot it and stuff like that. Don't worry about it. I got you. Ken, I got you, man. You're in good shape with me, man. My guy, Unlimited Freedom, said, this is my meeting before my meeting. Shout out to you, Unlimited Freedom. Listen, make sure you guys are jumping over because his starts at 1 p.m. So usually, man, when this ends, Lambo goes and joins my guy, Vaughn. I love for him to be able to come on here and be able to show some love and tap in before his broadcast because he does it all the time. Make sure you guys go and get his wonderful binary options program. I'm trying to tell you this right now. It is amazing of what he's doing and really helping people and really changing lives. I'm telling y'all, it's a step by step thing of what he is doing to really go ahead and help change people's lives. And I'm telling you, it's like guaranteed. I hate to say it, but it's like guaranteeing itself to win with that. And that's what I love and everything about it. Shout out to my guy, Unlimited Freedom, man. Truly appreciate all that you are doing in this space, brother. And you know, I'll be tapping in with you really soon on your broadcast, man, on Fridays. Me and him going back-to-back on Fridays. I'm at 12 noon Eastern. He's at 1 p.m. Eastern, and we go back-to-back, man. So we're going to be hitting on all cylinders and everything, man, when it comes down to these plays and stuff like this and what's going on. And I already know he's probably on there talking about Bass Associates going down. Yes, they rugged as officially exiting stage left. They stopped withdrawals and everything this morning. So you guys definitely be involved with that. Quopi AI, as of yesterday, has exited stage left. We've been telling people about Quopi anyway. We've been telling people we were upset when we found out that the crypto thing came out. Then when we found out that the wallets was connected to Swapnex, we also was like, come on now, this right here. And we've been knew this, 2 months ago, man, pertaining to this, and was telling people to pull their money out, get your money out of Quopi. You don't want to go ahead and be there. There's a lot of people, I hate to say this, Coach said this last night. Thank you, Coach Rashid, just for being who you are. Coach said this last night, that there are people who will venture away. They'll go do their own little thing. You won't hear from them. And then all of a sudden you'll come back when stuff and everything, man, goes the opposite way. And that's usually what people do. They'll come to the channel, they'll drop some stuff, whatever the case may be. And then all of a sudden when something goes away, then all of a sudden they're looking like, hey, what happened? What's going on? I'm like, man, were you tapped in each and every single week on the broadcast? Were you tapped into what we were saying? Were you tapped into what we were doing? So those little things, you really want to be tapped into what we're doing, because we're moving in a direction, like we're moving in cycles. So by the time you take the loss or take a hit, we have already pivoted into the very next thing that is already making money, and we profited from that, took our principal back out, and we parked it into another safe play. And then other people and everything, again, they just take the loss and other things. So I already know what he's doing. He's telling me to talk about Bass. He's talking about Quopi AI. And hopefully he does. Definitely talks about MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. There was another one that went down this week. FX Chain. FX Chain went down. I hope he's talking about that one too. FX Chain went down this week. That right there, hey, it is what it is. I tell everybody, make sure you guys and everything, man, are maneuvering, getting yourself out of these plays. They stopped paying out, and that was not a good thing and everything, man, for us who know, man. But shout out to my guy, Vaughn, and all that you do. Jamal and I were saying this morning that your Leverage Show chats should go about 30 minutes since our family is so engaged. Yes, the Leverage Show family chats go about 30 minutes, man. You guys already know. Fro, man, shout out to you, Fro. Thank you for being in the building. You already know. Hi, Issa. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for taking time on your lunch break today and showing love on here. You already know what time it is. My guy Jack is in the building. Good afternoon, man. Shout out to my guy Jackson Armstrong. Thank you for tapping in, man. Truly appreciate you, man. I just finished the show last night. Hey, go back and check that show out from last night. A lot of amazing information, man. You guys, if you guys missed it, you guys want to check that out. Now, again, I told everybody before, get your popcorn ready, get your soda drinks, get your dinner, get everything ready, because it's getting ready to be a nice one. And guess what? We strapped in and we got down. So if you guys missed it, if you guys can see it over the weekend, I know a lot of places you guys are probably doing shopping or whatever, but if you get a little downtime, get in there, tap into that vision with me and Coach Rashid. A lot of game dropped on there. There's a show with Gilly and Wallow, man, called $1 Million Worth of Game. That's literally was $1 Million worth of game last night. And if you guys missed it, you guys want to be tapped into that, man. Easter says, man, I'm ready for another one, man. Hopefully we did deliver, brother. We're making sure that we continue to keep punching people in the face, man, and showing love. AMS's window was 90 to 120 days to December 19th. Should be the 19th, not the 15th. Technically, the 18th, 19th is when they've got it on the list and everything, man. So keep in mind, it remains to be seen. We'll see it if it happens, man. Fantastic Friday, the Finance Friday, brother, man. Hey, we ain't playing, man. I'm trying to tell you this right now. We're continuously to keep elevating this thing and helping take you guys to the next level. Happy Friday. Thank you, Issa, man, for that. You already know, man. Winston is his name. I think, yes, it is. I got to that earlier. Blue Sky showing love. I see you in the building. Thank you, Blue Sky, man, for showing love in the building. Peace, IC, man. Peace, Kenny Hart, Haiti, man. Peace, Vaughn. Peace, Fro, man. Peace, Jay Armstrong. Golly, I love it. I love it. Darius, of course, man, my guy, man. You already know, man. Full love, man. You already know. Peace, Darius, man. Showing love, man. Darius say, Blue Sky, keep up the great work. You already know what time it is. Hello, Brother Ken. Blue Sky, Fro, Unlimited, Freedom, man. Darius, the whole nine. We, the community, to play it forward. Sharing is caring. Yes, man. Play it forward, man. Get this information out. Share this to each and every single person, man, because you already know that's what makes us do the numbers to this video, man, so that we can help educate people and help take them and avoid some of the pitfalls that a lot of people are in. Upward mobility, increased sustainability, maximum leverage. That's what the Leverage Show is here for, man. You guys already know, man. Definitely go ahead and stay tapped in. I love Blue Sky. Mediocrity will not be accepted, not around here. If you plan to be mediocre, man, you do not want that, man. You know, there was a song that was out, man. I don't want no mediocre. I don't know who made it. I remember like the chorus verse of it. I don't want no mediocre. I think that was T.I., if I'm not mistaken, man. So shout out and everything, man. Please don't be mediocre, man. Be above average, man. Be extraordinary, man. If your life is ordinary, that's fine with you. You got a lot of ordinary people, man, in life. But, man, if you want an extraordinary, put some extra on your ordinary and level all the way up, because that's what the Leverage Show is here for. Core 4 is a vehicle that can help you to get you where you should be. Yes, for those and everything, man, who are wanting that information for Core 4 and being able to send off that $55 USDT TRC20, you guys need to go ahead. That number on the bottom of the screen, 612-547-8826. Core 4, just put in there Core 4. I will send you the information. Make sure you take a screenshot of your information so we can send that and make sure that is matched up. Take a screenshot of your transaction hash so that they can match it up with that. And my guy Brandon Adams can get you guys locked in for that. Truly, truly, truly going to be an amazing event. Again, the number's on the bottom of the screen if you want to be involved. $55 for that wonderful membership. 612-547-8826. And we'll be able to go ahead and connect you with that, man, that membership. TRC20. Remember, not ERC20, TRC20. There'll be a wallet address giving. You can send it to the wallet address and make sure that you match that particular transaction up with the transaction hag by taking a screenshot so that we can match you up as well. All right. And make sure you send your full name as well for the transaction. Blue Sky said, believe in you, invest in you, bet on you. Yes, facts. If you don't do that, man, you are in trouble. I'm telling you this right now. You have to believe in yourself, man. Double down, man, because you don't know where this life can go and what can take you. Hope is not a strategy. No, it's a start. Hope is not a strategy. All bars on that. Hope is a start. Hope is the evidence. Like, so, you know, when you believe in faith, yeah, it's a good start. It definitely can have faith, but guess what? It's not a strategy. You just don't hope for things to come to pass. You don't do that. So you got to be able to put a plan in action and put a strategy in action to get you to that next level. A closed mouth don't get fed, and a hungry man gonna end up dead. Facts. All facts. Remember that. A closed mouth don't get fed, and a hungry man gonna end up dead. So which one you gonna be? You're gonna be actually being able to be out there. You gotta go be the hunter. I'm gonna tell you this right now. You got to open your mouth. You got to go get your vision. You got to be the hunter. You have to be the one that's on offense. Stop waiting on people to feed you. We say in the South, don't wait for no grown man to go feed you no breakfast. Some of y'all been waiting on a grown man to come feed you no breakfast. Go get it yourself. You grown enough to go get it. Go get it yourself. And you need to understand that. The faster you understand that, the faster you start moving in the right direction. Complete the plan, fill in the blanks. Yes, definitely, step by step. Condition or recondition the mind. Check your mindset. If it isn't right, reset it. Yes, Blue Sky is in the building, man, showing love. He with the emoji. Shout out to Issa. Hit me with the fire emoji. Thank you for that. Truth Media is in the building, man. Good morning, Lambo. Afternoon. Shout out to your Truth Media. Love to see you last night, man, on the broadcast with Coach Rashid, man. It was a true blessing, man, to see you. Thank you for tapping back in on Finance Friday. We definitely welcome you back to the show. Issa showing love to Truth Media. Blue Sky showing love to Truth Media. Blue Sky says, trust what God has given you and double down so you can triple up. Hey, that's what we're here for. We're here for to go ahead and make sure that you're getting to that next level, trusting yourself. Hello, Blue Sky. Great analogy with the boxing and coach. Side note, love the t-shirt. Amen. Yes. Oh, man, this is my wife, man. God is my refuge and my shield, Psalms 91. I will find shelter under his wings. Facts. You guys and everything, man, need and everything that, man, definitely, man, put that on there and put it up, man, all the way up there because that's what we're here for, man. My wife, she keeps me on point, man, with things. Thank you for that. Coach Rashid said, are you listening to the coach or the critics? I'm multitasking, but I'm listening. I had to stop. That was straight fire. Listen, can I say this to you right now? Coach, we love you, brother. I know you're doing what you're doing. I know you're making stuff happen. What you dropped last night, vision you dropped last night, strategy you dropped last night, everything you dropped last night, 4 hours, over 4 hours. And we could have still kept going. And I was trying to get Coach out of the doghouse and like, Coach, it's your wife's birthday. We on here for 4 hours. Let me tell you something right now. If the shoe was reversed, Coach, me and you, we boys, right? Y'all would have been seeing the Lambo Drew Leverage show. I mean, cord getting ripped out the socket. My wife running down the street with the cords dangling as we go down the street to make it to the venue we're going to be at. It wasn't going to happen. He's like, hey, no, you're going to spend time with me on my birthday. Listen, if you ain't got nothing else to do, then you fine. But, yo, this, you know what time this is and stuff. So I love it for your wife. I really want to thank Mrs. Hill for lending you out for your birthday, and the impact that was made was amazing. And when people got the insight, the information, and being able to kind of strategize with some amazing, great things and great techniques, I really, truly want to thank you. And a lot of people don't know this, but I'm going to say this about Coach, right? When you look at the scope, right, there are some people, and this guy down shoot. Remember, I told you there are certain people you are assigned to in life. When I look at Coach Rashid Hill, his audience should be, and I'm not lying to you, this is not me saying this because he's on here. This is me saying this because I know this brother. His audience should be 100 times more. I'm talking about thousands and thousands times more than what it is. But because his voice is assigned to people who is assigned for him to listen to, that's the people that he's going to be in there. My objective, and I'm telling you this, my brother, straight up, Lambo continues to elevate, Coach continues to elevate. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. You understand? Eagles fly with eagles. Pigeons and everything, hey, they're at the bottom resting with pigeons. They out there getting bread and everything else down there. Again, there's a service for pigeons. But there's some people, man, that people that put on pedestals ain't even got a quarter of the knowledge that Coach Rashid actually has in his head when it comes to really being able to help get people to the next level and be on a safe level. You don't understand how rarity that is. When we listen to a lot of this stuff and people they got into the fad and they got into the following, and I'm like, oh my gosh, these people are literally getting ready to end themselves off of a cliff because they're into this mindset that, oh yeah, the popularity is winning the votes. The popularity is where it's at. And when I sit back and I listen, I'm like, wow, as a strategist, as a person who's tried a lot of this stuff, I know what works and I know what doesn't work. And I know it's going to end people into a world of hurt. And then I've heard the horror stories of the people who were ended into the world of hurt because they decided to go ahead and get behind, the fad of things, right? They got behind the in crowd. Perfectly fine. If you find Coach Rashid Hill, send him a message. If you know him, send him a private message. Send him a group message. Send him something, man, in your off time. It doesn't have to be right now. It could be today. It could be tomorrow. It could be this weekend. And just thank him. Thank him for all his hard work. Thank him for his leadership. Thank him for all the time and the effort that he has put in to make sure and strengthen his craft, that he can be a better vessel and a better coach to you so you can strengthen your gifts in your craft. Full salute, Coach. Continue on, soldier man. Love what you're doing, my brother. You already know You always have a spot right here at the Leverage Show. And as my wife would say, we're going to go eat us some whale here. So go get yourself together, coach. Get yourself a nice beer, man, because we're going to eat us some whale, brother. All right? Hi, Coach Rashid, showing love. I love it. I love it, man. Blue Sky showing love, man. Peace, Coach Rashid. Coach Rashid showing love with the deuces. You already know what time it is. Love it, love it, love it. Make sure you guys also go and like and subscribe to Coach Rashid's channel on Rashid Next Level on YouTube. Please, please, please go do that. Go like, subscribe to my guy, Coach Rashid on Rashid Next Level. I'm trying to tell you this right now. Get involved, tap in, because I'm trying to tell you this right now. It's definitely going down. You already know that if you are definitely tapped in with my brother, and go get tapped into all the stuff he's doing. The general's in the building, man. My guy, Ahmed Hazel, man, is in the building. Come on, bro, man. You already know, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, man. Thank you so much. You already know, man. He's out here, man, and doing his thing, showing love. We appreciate you, man, and all the stuff that he has done in the mortgage note space side industry between him and his wife. A lot of amazing things, man. You guys don't even know that, man, but this is in everything, man. Us of great generals and leaders. Oh, Ahmed will be on here. Don't even worry about it. We got to make sure that you guys get all the game that people have changed their life. Like I've watched, like Ahmed had stuff out years ago about this, about mortgage note and stuff. This ain't nothing where the pandemic all of a sudden happened and then this guy just came out and been dropping. This guy goes back almost like 10 years that I know, that Lambo knows. He's been dropping this type of information and getting this information out so people can go on ahead and make a move into the mortgage side notes of things. So shout out to the man, for getting out here and showing love, man, and tapping in on the Leverage Show for tonight, man, and showing us love. Truly appreciate you, King. Stay forward. Coach says, yes, sir. You already know. Coach Lambo Drew is a man on a mission, and we are better for it, man. You know I am. Thank you for that, Coach. Truly appreciate you, brother. I think we all are, man. Hopefully we're leaders in this space, really challenging the people to do better. Blue Sky says from stationary to visionary. Yes, that's my objective in life, is to make sure that you are going from stationary to visionary, that you are no longer lying stagnant in some of the things that have crippled you, some of the things that have held you back or held you down, but you're actually moving forward in visionary so you can continue to keep helping people out. And I'm telling you this right now, man, when you get in vision is powerful, man. I love, man, being around vision or in a room with people with vision, because when you get around people who are in a room with vision, they literally, I'm telling you, they talk different, they act different. They don't talk all this craziness, you know, and down talking people and backbite people. They don't do all that stuff. Like they don't have time for that. They got time and everything to go help people and go get to their vision, because there's a lot of people that's going to be affected by that vision. When you get with people right there, I'm telling you, it's over with. So thank you for that, Coach. Inherited wealth is based on the present citizen's decisions. Earned wealth is based on sweat equity and can be thoroughly enjoyed and appreciated. Earned wealth can be re-earned if it's necessary. Yes, man. Always bars. Thank you, Blue Sky, for being our note-taking man right here. Always throwing balls. Always throwing balls in this area, in this arena, man. And I say that all the time. I say, man, listen, make sure and everything, man, a person who knows how to go get it, you got a strategy or know how to go get it. If you don't know how to go get it, you're in trouble, right? That's what we're not here to do. We're here to make sure that you go learn to get it, because we want to teach you how to get it. Because if you go learn how to get it, man, guess what? You can keep getting it over and over if something or the inevitable was to happen and you lose it and life takes its turns. Remember, life is going to give you mountains. It's going to give you valleys. It's going to give you highs. It's going to give you lows. It's going to give you wins. It's going to give you losses. It's going to give you back. It's going to give you forwards. But you need to understand, in all of that, there's lessons to be learned. All right? Double down on yourself. Trust yourself. Know what's going on. Trust the inside of you. Because I'm trying to tell you, some of y'all don't even understand how big this thing can be. What's up, everyone? Cuz sounds like you need some tea after last night. Oh, my God. You already know it's 4 hours, man. So me and Coach go on here. We going in. I got this little tea right here. It's doing this job. They ain't got to worry about it. I'll be rested up. See, for my brother, Coach, he already know. I talk to my voice go hoarse or whatever, because I know the value we're getting out of that. I know the value that, listen, I'm trying to tell you this right now. There was a steady stream of viewers that was in just last night, locked in, locked in. They didn't care what was going on. They were just locked in. And it was like, you know what? We don't care if you guys on there for 5-6 hours. Me and Coach was talking afterwards. True story. We could have went another hour or two if we wanted to. We had so much information that we could have tapped into that we could have really had y'all head spinning. But that was trying to be respectful of Coach's wife and her birthday. And I know the kids and everything else, we heard them. They was in there. They was going for what they know. I'm like, hey, listen, I'm trying to keep them out the doghouse and stuff like that. Coach explained, he said, don't worry about it, Lambo. My wife was taken care of. I got a really great, nice gift. Everything was good. We could have did, and I was just actually trying to look out for my coach. You understand? Look out for my guy. Like, hey, brother, hey, you know we know, and stuff like that, you know. So we wanted to make sure and everything, man, about that. But we could have still went on and really continuously to keep pouring into your lives last night. So it is all good, man, because you already know what time it is. Blue Sky says, Arrow, peace, man, showing love, man. Blue Sky showing love to Mr. Johnson. Peace and mercy and much grace. I love it. Blue Sky, what's going on, man? Cousins in the building showing love, man. LOL, we already know we're gone this weekend for sure. You already know, man. And Noel, listen, Noel, all right? He's saying that now until we go ahead and we get that. No more salmon. We upgraded to whale. Yes, we upgraded to whale. Well, baby, that was the actual joke too, man, from last night. Like we upgraded, like we was talking about salmon and all of this stuff, and like, no, we're not even doing salmon no more. We are upgrading the whale around here right now, man. So shout out and everything, man. Blue Sky says Coach Rashid, LOL, Mrs. Johnson, and stuff like that, man. Coach is laughing at my wife. Wife is laughing back at Coach. You already know, man. Blue Sky is showing love. Thank you for that, man. Listen, we really wanted to go ahead and thank y'all, man, for today. I really, really, really want to thank y'all for today. Let me tell y'all something this right now. If you guys have not reached out to Coach Rashid, and I sent them all the information. If you guys were in Crown Global or you guys were in Traders Domain TD, right? Or even GTA was part of TD, but I think GTA may have had some fishiness going on with them. They wasn't really on the up and up on a lot of things. But if you guys were in Traders Domain or you guys were in Crown Global, reach out to Coach Rashid. I've already given Coach and everything, man, the information for the law firm who is actually taking over those cases so people can go ahead and get your money back. It is a 7.5% retainer fee up front. If something happens in an inevitable that it does not go through and they actually get the lawsuit, then you get the 7.5% back. The cool part about that is that the company already won with FX winning, right? They're going to be doing this one right now. They're in the middle of this one. And then there's another big one that just went down. I'm really not going to discuss it on here. After that they're going after next. And some big players who were involved with that being the biggest one that lasted about 4 years. I just gave it away. You want to be involved with that. And if you got something to be involved with that, they're going to be going after that next to make sure that they get the settlement. And then once they get the settlement part, then there's no more that they can actually move forward. But those who take advantage will take advantage, and everybody else will just have to cut the losses. All right. So I told Coach about that. Coach definitely does have that information. You guys can reach out to him directly. He can go ahead and set you up with the individual who's actually doing that, and we can be able to help you guys out. Is Traders Domain the same as Absolute Markets? No. Totally different. Totally different. Absolute Markets and Traders Domain, two totally different people who were set up, right? And I actually had people who were saying that. No, Absolute Market. I said, no. Traders Domain is totally different than what that was. That was TD. That was a project that Ted was actually doing. But they had some connections with that. Absolute Markets was a copy trade system. And Lambo can talk about it, right? From being networked with one of the biggest hedge funds out here that's actually being ran in Florida. That's $500,000 to get in as well. But that was what Absolute Markets was, the copy trade from that, which is supposed to have been, until, you know, the whole little scam or whatever thing, man, happened with that, and they uploaded and everything the wrong thing and fully bankrupt FX Master Gold for that, and bankrupt Absolute Markets. So yeah, Traders Domain and Absolute Markets, two totally different ones. All right, two totally different ones. So Traders Domain and Crown Global, which is CGL, were the same. Okay, and they actually were back with the same. Now Traders Domain is now like True Blue or something like that. But the cool part about that is True Blue is definitely separate. Ted did sell that off. There is an account with that, with True Blue, though, that they will mark you off with that account because you're going to be part of the settlement, and they pull your information from True Blue, and you're no longer active in True Blue once you actually take a hold of the settlement through Traders Domain. Really, really amazing stuff. Shout out and everything to what the company is doing. They already know what they're doing. They're not taking on a lot more people because they've already got a lot of people who've already joined, sent the money in. But this may be getting ready to wrap up within the next week or two, possibly. Really, the way to talk to talk it. So you guys definitely want to be taking advantage of that really, really quick. All right. My baby says Blue Sky and Cuz Arrow showing love. That's what I love to hear. Ken says, thank you, man. Thank you, K-Man, for everything that you do, brother. Truly, truly, truly appreciate you. Listen, that's it. That's the show for everybody. Listen, I really want to thank you guys again for tapping in for Finance Fridays Live right here with your guy Lambo, especially after the 4-hour one last night, man, with being coach. Make sure you guys go and check that out. Go share that video, man, out to each and every single person. Look at it over the weekend. For some people, you may have to look at it over and over again to digest it, but definitely you want to be connected, man, into the vision and us moving forward. And for those and everything, man, who want to get into the membership for Core 4, go ahead and send that message to the bottom of the screen, 612-547-8826. Send the message Core 4, and I will make sure that you guys can get into that Core 4 membership for $55, right? I'll send you over the information of where you send it to, and exactly send me your screenshot of the transaction, because we truly decide and truly really want to make sure that you are being blessed and being matched up with your money that you sent. We don't want to just be sending money, sending TRC20 out to nobody or anybody, and then not having any type of matching records with that. We don't do that around here. My guy Croc is in the building, man. Pass the link on Croc, big dog. Have a great weekend, man. Make sure you guys go like and subscribe to my guy Croc, man, in his channel, man. If you guys are not liking and subscribing to the channel, please do, man. I'm telling you what, if you have not seen the video from over the weekend, from last week, Croc put it on his YouTube page. And I'm telling you what, man, he's got way more videos that he's going to be dropping outside of that. You guys want to go ahead and take a relook of the recap of last week's event for the Core 4 Mastermind, which really was an amazing, amazing, amazing mastermind. So shout out to you, Croc, man, for that and all that you do, man, in this space, really helping change people's lives. He had a huge testimony. He was coming there last minute. I mean, like, just bought the ticket like less than a week before the event, bought his plane ticket and all that, pulled up, got his camera, and went to record, man. And one of the gentlemen there told him within 2 months, because of his teachings, he made $40,000. True testament, man. I tried to tell you what leadership looks like and how we're actually leading in this arena and really showing love, man, and really giving this back to the people, giving this back to community, and really doing some amazing things to really help people out. That's what we're here for, man, to help you out, man, and help navigate you in this space so you can become a more efficient leader in this space, all right? That's what we want. We want to make sure that you're efficient in this space, becoming a great leader in this space, and helping push people into that right direction. So he was able, not only from Lambo, but from that gentleman, shout out to my guy T. Hugie, man, down in the Carolinas, who was the testimony for that, man, and literally has been physically getting up, trading. He's in a house. He's making the thing happen while raising his kids. So there are no excuses for any of y'all. And T. Hugie wind up showed up at the event, was like a huge surprise for us all to see T. Hugie, knowing how much he's playing with on his plate. They came to spend the weekend out with us at the conference anyway. If T. Hugie can do it, there should be no other reason why anybody else should miss the next event in June. You guys should be already planning. get money aside, put your taxes aside, put something aside to already begin to start going to the next Core 4 meeting that will be in June. I'm telling you, back in DC, it will be in June. You guys want to be ready for that event because I'm telling you this right now, it is definitely going down and you want to be a part of it. All right. So shout out to Coach, shout out to McCrock, man. Shout out to everybody. My guy, Mal Hazel, man, was in here, man. Ken, Unlimited Freedom, everything. Make sure that we get ready to go tap in with my guy, Unlimited Freedom now, man, because his stuff should be going on now if it hasn't ended, man. I know we've been rocking on here for 2 hours and showing love again, sending everything, man, that information over. If you guys truly want to be a part of the mastermind for Core 4, 612-547-8826, I will send you over the instructions. Make sure you take a picture or a screenshot of your hashtag and put your full name in so we can go ahead and match you up. And Brandon can make sure that you're in the right chat with things. All right. Listen, I love you guys. Have an amazing weekend. Over 2 hours right here on the show. You already know I had to go ahead and drop some knowledge for y'all, man, and drop a little strategy for Finance Fridays, especially on some of the plays that have went out and no longer are paying. Again, that's as always the space that we play in. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is me just talking about my journey to help you guys and everything level up to a whole nother level. And that's where Lambo is trying to level you up in the Leverage Show, bro. All right, we love you guys, man. Take care. Have an amazing weekend, man. Tune in next Tuesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. PST. We'll be right back here on the Leverage Show doing what we do best. Again, making sure that you level up for all 2024. All right? Love you guys. Take care, man. God bless. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. Love you.